I wanted to come on here and chat a little bit about my process and what inspires me. The From really an idea to getting a painting started, and then obviously finishing it. So first of all, I have I guess a journal, or not a diary, and a journal is almost too formal of a name. I have a book that I write all of my random, fast-paced sort of thoughts in. I remember when I started it, or really any time I get a new book, I date it, and the handwriting is really neat at first, and it turned into a collage of words and run-on fragmented sentences and things like that. So I do that though because I have all these ideas floating in my head. I mean, I see like words kind of in space at all times, or even like little movies. So it's really important for me and for my process to get what's in here out of my head and onto paper. So it usually starts as words or sentences or ideas that are connected to some emotion or memory or whatever it is. And then I take those things that I write down, and I start. Then I grab my sketchbook or my drawing book, and that's when I start to connect with whatever that word is and create a visual for it. So, for instance, a painting that I'm going to start soon, that I already actually started sketching the outline of, is called Confidence, and I have the original drawing in my notebook, which I'll show you. So it started with the word confidence, and then to me, I really like, so my process of connecting with that word, then what does that word mean to me? What does it mean to be confident? What does it mean not to feel confident? I feel like in my life, I felt the opposite of confidence more than I've felt confidence. Confidence to me is definitely, it's something that you can pivot into, and it's a practice that I do. So if I am going into a situation where I need to be confident, I'll remind myself and, sort of act as if, almost, right? So with that idea, the visual to me is then how, what does a confident person look like, and what is that energy visually? So I'm just going to show you the original drawing that I did. And excuse me. So this is my my original drawing of the title Confidence. Sorry about the glare. See if I can get it on an angle. Right. So to me, also because like I said, I see a lot of words. Words are always entering my mind space. I utilize them in a lot of my drawings, and maybe I will sort of give the illusion in the drawing or painting as like tattoos. So tattoos are an expression that that I love. Clearly I have them, but it's for me the easiest way to bring words in that I find important, or that carry a frequency that's that anybody can connect with, or that mean a lot to me. So I'll write, a lot of my characters are covered in tattoos, and it's my way of bringing the words onto the canvas that I may not be able to, or haven't found like a visual for. So anyways, this is the original drawing, and then I liked it enough that I decided to put it on canvas. So the process for that is, once I start with the word, then I draw it, and then if I really connect with it, then I want to make it larger, I'll do a rough sketch of it, and that rough sketch then will turn into a drawing on the canvas, and then I'll go in and start painting it. And that process can change from the start, not only from the start of the sketch or the drawing in my notebook, but even when I sketch it on the canvas, it can transform into something else as I'm doing it, because we change every moment, every minute, every day. So where I was, or how I was feeling when I started something, is going to change as time goes on and the process of finishing it. So for instance, the painting that I'm going, really is my next painting, is this one in back of me. A lot of it looks like it's mostly done, but it's not quite done at all. I still have to go in with a lot of detail and shading and all of that stuff. That's more technical stuff, but I wanted to show you the drawing, the sketch in my notebook to where it is now as a painting. So it started here, and then I drew this exact drawing on the canvas until I started to transform it into where it is now. So the thing is too, I prefer drawing everything in a notebook first, because it allows me to find a comfortable spot, and it's usually on my sofa. And I don't know, there's just something about sitting comfortably, either Indian style or like right in the middle of the sofa, and I just feel like connected to my creativity in that way. Whereas obviously sometimes I will work on a piece that's on the wall, or what I'll do with this one, since I'm at this phase of it, this will then go onto my coffee table, and then I'll paint and work on it like that. But that's the reason why I choose to draw in a notebook first, because I could find a comfy place and sit and draw, and 11 by 14 is a good size for me to get in detail and bring those details in that I really like and enjoy in my artwork. And the great thing is, though, once I create something in the notebook at 11 by 14, if I like it enough to then make a canvas version of it, it's like almost 3 times the size. So then I can actually get even more detailed. So it really allows for a visual experience with the person looking at it, to where it takes time to take it all in, because I put little hidden things throughout the piece, whether it's little pictures that I draw, or, like I said, words or phrases that you can connect with. And for me, it's very challenging to stop. Like I get a little probably overzealous with details and stuff, and I need to always kind of remind myself, like, all right, that's enough. But I just, when I'm in that creative space and I'm channeling that energy, like I have all of this that I want to put out, and it ends up being too much sometimes, I think. But what's interesting too is that another reason why I love drawing on paper in a sketchbook is because it's a smooth surface, and I do really like drawing with pencil, and I like shading, and I have to stop myself from doing that when I start a painting, because obviously I'm using pencil to put the idea from the sketchbook onto the canvas. but then I don't want to continue to really add a lot of detail to it and start shading. I want to do that with the paint. So I always have to stop myself from just drawing the outline of the idea. And I'm just going to take it off the wall and show it to you. And hopefully you can see it. But yeah, so as you can see, that is what I mean when I'm talking about the sketch part of it. So I'm really just doing a rough outline of the original sketch so that I can, proportion wise and all that stuff, it's on here. And once I start bringing the paint into it, what I did with pencil in the sketchbook, I'm going to do with paint on the canvas, which brings me to my next thing. After these three, I have a fourth canvas that I've already primed and is ready for a design, because I have a list of pieces that are in my sketchbook that are going to be on the canvas, because that's how I do it. I'll draw it first in the sketchbook, and then if I feel, like I said, connected to it, then I will make it larger and put it on canvas. So after these three, and then the fourth one, I'm going to start utilizing wood canvases. They're more durable, obviously, but the biggest reason I feel is the texture. Canvas is really sort of a rough texture, and it's not super easy or super fun to not only draw on, but even with painting. Like for instance, this one at the bottom part, when I did all the lines here with my brush in acrylic paint, sometimes because of the texture of the canvas, the paint will bleed into a different area that I didn't want that paint to be in. So I feel like with the smooth wood, even after you prime it, it'll just make that process more smooth, literally. And it's like painting on butter. I'm excited about that, because I have some drawings in my notebook that I'm going to be turning into paintings that are 24 by 24 inch square. And then I also have a drawing that I did, if you're familiar with my artwork, of a gun with, you can see the inside of the gun or the bullets, but the bullets are actual medication or pills. And there's a whole story behind that, which I won't get into now, but it definitely hits home, and it's really personal for me, and it was very liberating creating that piece. So I'm going to be making a big version of it, but the big version is going to be on a different type of shape. So it's going to be more horizontal, but larger than this. So yeah, I'm gonna look for a wood version of that so that I can create that piece on wood. Let's see what else. So yeah, like I just really wanted to, I had some people comment or question or message me about some of my artwork and the process, and I feel like this was sort of a good sort of starting point to explaining how I sort of navigate from an idea to, you know, I mean, this isn't completely finished yet, but to a finished product. So I do have a lot going on outside of just painting, or so for instance, even creating this channel has been it's been a process for me. It's been a learning experience and a rude awakening of sorts, because I've never been someone that enjoyed being on camera. This is definitely like the opposite of something I prefer to do, but I also see the benefits of it, and I'm connecting to how helpful it could be to other people and hopefully inspiring. So that's really why I started this channel, is really to get my artwork seen by more people, and then also maybe the process or progression of it to help inspire people, because I'm inspired by other artists as well. So doing that, the time it takes to edit the videos takes me away from the creative flow of creating a piece. So I haven't painted or worked on this painting in a little while now because of creating content and having to edit it. I work full-time as a visual merchandiser for a furniture company, and then I have my website that I'm currently working on, like sort of revamping. I have apparel on there, but not a lot. So my plan for the foreseeable future is to bring apparel in, you know, t-shirts and hoodies and stuff like that for every single one of my designs. Right now it's just isolated to a few of my designs on a few different garments. So I'll be working on that. And then I also want to offer different print depending on your needs. So Gickly, a framed canvas, and then maybe something less expensive than Gickly, because Gickly is an amazing quality, but it comes with a higher price. So I know not everyone can afford that, and I want to make an item that's more affordable, so anybody could have a piece of art if they are interested in my art. But yeah, I hope that answered for the people that had messaged me or commented. I feel like I hit on all the points. But if you have any other questions, please comment below. I love answering questions. I love explaining certain things. So like the video, comment below. And if you're not already, please subscribe, because I'm only going to grow on here because I have so much to show and so much to share and offer that it's just a matter of, you know, time. Everything takes time. So, but I have a lot up my sleeve as far as that. So I'm really excited to progress with you guys. And yeah, so thank you guys so much. Yeah, this is the one that I'm going to be working on, and I will show you sort of some of the process and progress of it. I'll show you like the paint that I use and how I mix my paint, and then I'll start doing it. So yeah, I'm excited to like finally get to painting again, because it's been a grip, and there's been all these other things that you know, I've been doing, whether I'm working on like my website or filming and then having to edit videos and post them and all that stuff. And then I also I usually use my evenings and the days that I don't do that to work on some of my art projects. And I'm in the process of changing up my website completely. So that's a work in progress too. Again, it's like each thing, all these things that I'm doing require a different sort of focus and a different type of energy to put into it. So depending on how I'm feeling, I may like either be painting or doing more technical stuff. So for today though, I wanted to give you guys a quick little preview on where I'm heading. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy.